Passive transport occurs where different substances or solutes move through the membrane. No energy is required. Sometimes you have facilitated diffusion where there's actually another substance, such as probably proteins, that assists in the diffusion across the membrane. The opposite of passive transport is active transport, whereas passive transport moves substances where they are in high concentration to low concentration down a concentration gradient. Active transport actually takes substances from a low concentration and transports them through the membrane to a high concentration. So it's against the concentration gradient, hence, energy is required. We will talk about ATP, adenosine triphosphate. That is energy. So a good example in our bodies, calcium pumps, sodium potassium pumps. So this actually occurs on our membranes, cell membranes. You have certain ions, sodium and potassium in this case, where they are moving against the concentration gradient or moving from low to high concentration. And where this occurs, you need ATP or energy. Substances which leave the cell. So sometimes this is usually in the form of waste products enclosed by a vesicle. So when they leave the cell, it is called exocytosis. When the cell requires something that is important for it, it takes in, or endocytosis, the contents within itself. An example of a type of endocytosis is called phagocytosis, also known as cell eating, where piece of the cell membrane engulfs a particular substance and is taken into the cell. Now, you also have pinocytosis or cell drinking, where vesicles form and takes in valuable liquid into the cell.